Watch me sway, darkness falls, and we all pray, hoping for the light of day. Down to the river, I have held the devil's hand, felt the weight of my own sin, burdened by the heart of man. Down to the river, down to the river. Oh, bury me, carry me, oh, far beneath, oh, fire and water me, going down deep, say, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, far beneath, oh, fire and water me, washing me clean, kerosene creek.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to Journey Ryan Live. I am Journey Ryan right here on My Psychic Connection. I hope everybody is having a wonderful night. We've got so much stuff going on for you guys. I just got off the air with Kay, the Intuitive Empath. We had a great time on that show, so I'm hoping to have the same fun here with you guys. Let's go ahead and start off and let everybody know that we have an emoji contest going on right now. So whoever posts the most emojis is going to get a 3-card reading with the Sacred Forest deck. So guys, let's go ahead and start posting those emojis. Let's start sharing us out far and wide as we can, getting to as many people as we can and far and wide as we can. So that way we can get to as many people as we can. All right, there's a lot of cans in that, guys. All right, so let's not, we can recycle that one too. All right, so guys, just so you know that we are not doing we do mediumship here. We're not doing medical or legal. Let's say those for the medical and legal professionals, because by law, we cannot answer some of those questions. We're worldwide, so that way we're not breaking any rules in any country. So when it comes to medical and legal, let's save it for the legal and medical professionals. When it comes to general reads, let's go ahead and save those to the website, mypsychicconnection.com, where you can get 3 minutes when you sign up. Guys, make sure you're checking out the website. You can get a one-on-one reading with me or any of the psychics that you see here on the shows and other psychics that you guys haven't had a chance to get readings with. That's over at mypsychicconnection.com. Make sure you guys are checking that out. All right, so when we say generals over there, because they can take you anywhere, and the last thing you want to be doing is airing out your dirty laundry, because it could be something you don't want to share with everybody else. So that's why we tend to keep the generals over there, because there have been some times where the things have been mentioned and their partners were listening and they were not thrilled. So we keep those down to a minimum. That way you guys can ask that direct question so we can connect to that energy immediately. And once we get to that immediate energy, then we can get right down to it, because we only got 2 minutes with you. Now, if you guys want something a little bit longer, we've got a 3, a mini, a medium, and a mega. So if you guys would like to get a longer question, you guys can donate for that. The donation link is in the description. It's also on pinned to the Facebook pages, and if you're on YouTube, it gets posted quite often. So guys, make sure you're checking that out, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys have for me. Guys, it has been good energy vibes coming through since that moon came through. Everybody's intentions are good. We're trying to better ourselves. We're getting a lot of, about work and things that they're creating and what they want to create for themselves. This is a good vibe compared to the last moon where we were like, ah! We're done with that part. We're done with that part. Thank God for small miracles. All right. So with that being said, we've got that high vibration, that creative vibration. It is a very good, steady pace. Move, get things done the way you need them to get done, or ideas that you want to push forward to get yourself motivated and doing things right. So guys, make sure you guys are writing down your ideas. If there ever a time to write down your ideas, now is the time. Because if you can't put the energy that you need to right now towards what you're thinking or what you're feeling that you need to do, you can write it down and have that going, you know what, that was a good idea. I would have forgot about that had I not wrote it down. So if you got ideas that you can't put energy into today, doesn't mean it's not good for another day. And yes, you can do it later. There's nothing wrong with that. I always keep a notebook. I always keep like 5,000 notebooks. But besides that, I always go back and look at the ideas that I had prior that I can utilize today, and then I put those into action. And then for another rainy day, I'll have other ideas in case you ever sit in that moment where you're like, I want to do something, but I don't know what I want to do. Well, go back to your journals, look at your journals, take a look and go, oh yeah, I forgot I wanted to do that. Boom. you've got something to do. You got something to do. So you got the time to put the energy forth to do what you need to do. All right. Well, I'm going to stop chattering like a chatterbox here. We're going to go ahead and start taking some questions. Guys, let's see those beautiful emojis. Let's share us out. Let's give us some thumbs up. Like us on Facebook, YouTube, all the places. Make sure you guys are subscribing, ringing bells, doing what we got to do so that way you guys never miss a show because we have so many of them. And guys, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, we do have a special show that is not usually on our list, but I will be doing readings at 1 p.m. Eastern. So guys, make sure you're tuning in for that. We're going to have a great time. All right, let's go ahead and get the show started. Let's go ahead and take that first question. Who do we got? We've got Gemma. Gemma says, Adam has been really quiet for days and not himself. Then today he was looking through old family photos and seemed sad about it. But he said he's fine. Is he okay? Should I try to get him to open up? So he is walking down memory lane right now. And so there are some people that are no longer with us. And from what I'm picking up, someone who passed, this is around the time that they did pass. And so by going back and looking at what past they have, looking at the images, remembering things, good thoughts, he's not really sad. He's just going down memory lane. It is bringing up that, emotional energy, but it is not anything that, I feel that you have to worry about, but you can open the door and say, I'm always here for you if you want to talk, but don't force it. Don't make it seem like you're not going to let him get past this, or you're not going to stop questioning the situation until he answers you. I do feel as though that his energy does come off to be a little sad, but it's just emotional energy. I don't really get their sadness. There's a missing of someone, so there's maybe a tad of sadness, but not the sadness that you're thinking of. So, Gemma, just allow him to go through this emotional energy. I do feel like he will talk about it a little bit, but let him do it on his own. Just, open the door to, hey, if you ever want to talk about anything, I'm always here. I'm always here to listen. So that way he knows that he can communicate with you. Okay? Thank you so much for that question. I do appreciate it. All right. Already got to a good start. And this is about the time of year that people are becoming more sentimental. We're getting closer to our holidays that are coming up, and we start thinking about the good times. We start thinking about those loved ones that passed. So you're going to see that a little bit more. We do that usually when we go into our winter seasons. If you're in the northern hemisphere, in the southern hemisphere, you're going into your springtime. So that's more about life, getting outdoors and, living again, walking around out in the fresh air. So, but, we do get into those times where we start thinking about our loved ones. We start thinking about the things that have passed and the people that have passed. And it's not necessarily that it's a sad moment, but it's more along the lines of you're emotional, you're thinking about them, you miss them. And, it does bring a tear to your eyes because you miss them and wish that you could have something different. But unfortunately, due to circumstances, we, don't have them there physically. All right. Well, let's keep it going. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We got Jocelyn says, hello, Journey. Do you see financial freedom or blessings for me soon? If so, when do you see that? Thank you kindly, Journey. Okay. She says, all your predictions you did for me came into reality. Great. I love hearing that. Now, when it comes down to financials for you, the only way I see financials changing for you is if you allow yourself to be open to new opportunities. Now, I'm not seeing any like big wins or anything like winning the lottery or inheritance or anything like that. But what I do feel is though you are needing change. In order to change your finances, you're going to have to start looking for a change when it comes to employment. So finding that great job is what's going to bring in the financial benefits. But unfortunately, well, fortunately that it's not an inheritance, because then you lose somebody, and you don't want to ever lose anybody in that way, and you don't want to gain financially from someone's passing. You would rather have them there. But as for like winning a lottery or doing anything like that, unfortunately, it's not something I'm seeing for you right now. And also telling me that you would need to play the lottery in order for you to actually get anything out of it. So, but it's not showing me any significant win. And right now it's talking about you going and doing the things that you need to do when it comes to, bringing in that financial change. It's finding a career that suits you well. And so if you decided to start taking that and moving forward with it, you could do so by January. But you would actually have to put forth that effort. So this is really, really depending on you and what steps that you take next in order to make that happen. But don't sit around to kind of wait for it to happen or for it to fall into your lap, because it's not going to fall into your lap. You have to take the... All right. So yeah, you would have to take the initiative on that one. Thank you so much for your question. I do appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that the things that we've talked about before have come to pass for you. And thank you so much for that confirmation. All right, guys, let's keep it going. Let's share us out, guys. Let's get those numbers up. The person who's got the most emojis is going to win tonight a 3-card reading from the Sacred Forest. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We've got Haley T. Haley says, I'm planning to be a sexy maid at the Halloween party next week. Do you see John will react to my outfit? Like, what kind of thoughts will he have in his mind? Well, since this is a family show, we're going to go with the nice thoughts. They're going to go with the not so dirty thoughts because that's exactly where the mind is going to go, just to give you an idea of where this is. But I honestly feel as though that your guys' connection and communication is going to get a little bit better between the two of you. So that's already going to be worked into. Yes, seeing you, stunning, excited, yes, definitely mind in the gutter. But I definitely feel as though that you guys are going to have some great conversations on top of that. So this is only just more added to your guys' conversations, where things are going, where you want things to go. I really feel as though that you are taking some good stride here. Again, make sure you take it slow. Don't go too quickly, and don't overshare. Not telling him everything at once, like how you're feeling about everything. Slowly lead into that, because I do feel like he gets overwhelmed easily and will back down. And I don't want you to go through that just yet. If you guys take these baby steps, you guys are going to be able to move forward. You're going to be able to do it quickly. And I see good things and positive things coming from it. But go overboard or go too quickly, and you'll find yourself in these standstills and lack of communication. So we don't want that. We want to move nice and slow pace for you guys to really build up, because I do see the build up, but if it goes too quickly, it will fall apart. You need to let I'm going to call it the glue. The conversations are the glue. You got to let the glue dry before you add weight. And Kay's going to read me for that quote now. She's going to be like, "Yeah, wait, guys, before you add weight." All right, so thank you so much for that question. I do appreciate it, guys. Don't forget, you guys, if you'd like a longer read or you have more questions, you can donate. Just go over to journeyryan.com/donations. We have a 3, a mini, a medium, and a mega. Guys, it does help keep the platform running so we can be here and do this for you guys every time. All right, let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We got Mahesh. Mahesh says, working on IG. I'm thinking about selling those pages and start over and use the money to start living on my own. Should I sell or keep working on it? Okay. So I don't feel like you should sell off everything. I do feel like selling some of the things that you've got to provide will definitely help you. And I think that's great, but I wouldn't go on selling everything. At least keep some things, even if you sell, let's say the page or whatever you're doing, keep a couple pieces of what you've got going on. Don't get rid of everything, but you can still sell. I don't want you to feel like, no, don't sell, because I do feel as though the money will help you, especially with getting your own place. I feel like taking this initial step to, finding happiness and having your own roof and doing everything that you need to do, I feel like you're taking the right steps necessary in order to broaden your horizon. And I do feel as though that this is right for you. But do not sell everything. You sell quite a bit of it, as a matter of fact. But there are certain particular pieces, is what I'm seeing, that you need to keep for yourself right now, because the value of those particular pieces will become more valuable. So allow what you can go, sell what you can, keep the specific pieces that you want a certain price range for, but the rest can go. Don't sell the ones that you know that you can get more money for, because they even become more valuable a little bit later on. So don't hesitate. Allow yourself to open the door to bring in a profit, but don't get rid of all of your merchandise. All right? All right. Well, thank you so much for that question. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, make sure we're sharing out far and wide as we can. We're trying to get to as many people as we can. If you have a specific question, make sure you guys post it. Any general, medical, or legal questions will be skipped. We do not answer medical or legal. General questions we save for mypsychicconnection.com. All right, let's keep it going. Who do we got next? All right, we've got Taylor. Taylor says, Daniel wants to be in a relationship with me. Or does he? All right, it's does Daniel want to be in a relationship with you? He's then broke up with me and then started calling me off an unknown caller and texting me like nothing happened. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so this seems to be a circle of life between the two of you. And it has a lot to do with the emotional energy that you guys both share with one another. So you feel very strong, and then you want to back off, and then he feels really strong, and then he wants to back off. So I do feel like you guys need to find that neutral ground. And she put, he is crazy. Well, you guys, there's nothing wrong with a little crazy. It does keep things spicy and moving forward. But the thing is that I do feel as though you guys need to have that deeper emotional connection, that deeper connection, meaning you guys need to talk about how you're feeling. Where do you want things to go? How do you want to do things? It's very important. And she put, yes, that is what's going on. So if you guys can actually sit down and have a heart-to-heart and maybe say hey, we need to listen to each other. We need to hear each other out. I need you to tell me about how you feel as I tell you about how I feel. Have that conversation like two adults. He's not letting me know, but you guys need to know, or you're going to have to come to a part where you say, if we can't have this conversation like two full-grown adults, then we need to step away from each other. Like he told me he loved me, but sometimes he doesn't open up. He don't open up. Well, that's why you guys need that one-on-one sit-down conversation where you guys can talk about it. Write it down so that way you can't be like, oh, I played off what you said and he played off what you said. You guys can write it down and say, see, I had that on my list. I wanted to talk to you. And she put, yep. He does love you. There's no doubt in All right. Well, we got the bell. Kind of do my inner destiny there. Don't worry. I'll bring forth my inner. I screw up what I'm trying to say. The squirrelism. She put, you're right. And since I had Kool-Aid earlier and got my energy all up, I'll talk to you like Cassidy, 455 words per second. See, I already did my squirrelism, and she put, thank you. You are so welcome. All right, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's keep sharing out, guys. Let's go ahead and question. Who do we got? We got Audrey. Audrey says, hey, will anything in March/April happen to the business A to Z window fashions? Curious if something bad is going to happen around that time, and thank you. Well, the only thing that I can see is that the building itself more than likely is going to get sold, but the business won't make it to March. We'll be surprised if it makes it past February. I'm not seeing this business staying open. So, I mean, in a sense, yeah, it could be bad for the business to be, you know, kind of not going to be there. She put, dang, yeah. So the only thing that I could see with that date in mind is the building being sold. But the business itself is not a business anymore by that point. So yeah, you're picking up. I want you to trust your instinct, because when you said March and April, I don't believe that's the original date. You gave yourself more time. I want you to trust what you're feeling there, Audrey, because you know. You know. So don't second guess yourself. I feel like you had the dates originally correct. So yeah, that's not the time for that business, and it just looks like it's going to fail. She goes, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Laugh out loud. You are feeling it, so I need you to trust yourself. I know that you are intuitive, but I want you to start trusting that intuitive energy that you have, because it's going to mean more to you as you go along, because a lot of things that you're feeling, a lot of things that you have saw in the past that you maybe, you know, kind of brushed to the side or let go, you're going to start seeing that stuff pick up. Okay? All right, Audrey, thank you so much for your question, honey. I wish I had better news on that, but that does not look, it doesn't look good. So trust your instinct on that. You knew it. She goes, yes, I need to know more. Exactly. So trust yourself. You will find out that you have the ability to pick that up yourself. So trust it. She put, thanks. You are so welcome. But yeah, unfortunately, that just isn't going to work out. That's a crash and burn, and that's due to their own bad influence on their own business. All right, Audrey, thank you so much for your question. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, keeping those emojis rolling. I see them coming in. Guys, make sure you guys are posting emojis. We're going to try to get to as many people as possible, but we do have an emoji contest coming up. Now, guys, if you get a reading here at My Psychic Connection and you like what you've gotten, go ahead to journeyryanlive.com/reviews and leave us an amazing review. We look forward to seeing all those. And when Journey and Friends comes back, the person that has posted the best review is going to get a 6-minute reading on the show with Journey and 2 of his favorite psychics, depending on who they are that week. And they're all my favorites, just so you know, little surprise there. But yeah, I love bringing everybody on here, having a great time. So Journey and Friends will be returning as soon as November hits. So guys, right after the Halloween season, we will be back with Journey and Friends, having a great time as well on Fridays. So let's go take our next question. Who do we got? All right. We've got A says, will Hanson contact me again? Ooh, I'm seeing some pretty avoidance type energy. That person. I'm going to tell you that, yes, there will be communication between the two of you. I feel like this resistance happening, and it's not happening on one person. It's on both parties. There's a part of you that I would say, yeah, you want to kind of step back, but then you want them to reach out at the same time. So a lot of miscommunication in the energy. Even the body language is completely off. Yes, in the short answer, there's a lot of communication that needs to happen between the two of you, and there's a lot of misunderstanding going on. So I don't feel like you guys are reading each other well. I feel as though that the miscommunication that's happening is not understanding what the other person's trying to put out there. This is a time for you guys to be pretty direct with each other, because speaking in metaphors is not working. Or you should know, or read my mind, or read my body. It's not being read. It's not being said. Do not type the message. Communicate the message. Speak it. You guys need to hear each other's voices, because even text is being communicated and read wrong. It's not, you guys aren't saying things in the same light. You might be texting one thing, they're understanding in a different way. That's not the way that it was meant to be understood. It was not the way it was supposed to be put out there. It's causing unnecessary waves of negativity in this situation. So I feel like you guys need to be a little bit more direct with each other, and do not text message it. Either call each other or see each other in person for you guys to communicate. I do feel like they will communicate with you. Just give it some time. But be direct. All right. And Mahesh says, thank you so much. You are so welcome, Mahesh. So good to see you. And before you send everything off, Mahesh, we'd like to see some pictures. mypsychicconnection@gmail.com. That's our email. Show us some pictures. We want to see. I don't know how many times Squirrel's got to tell you, but I'm interested in seeing them too. So go ahead and send us the imagery. We'd love to see it. Haley T says, thank you so much for my reading. Appreciate it. You are so welcome, Haley. I appreciate you guys and love being here with everybody. Let's go ahead and keep this party going. Let's go ahead and take the next question. Who do we got? We got Kay Fields. It says, will Giorgio and I begin a relationship soon? Giorgio is dealing with his past. So whoever the person from the past is it trying to get in his life currently, or is trying to communicate with him currently. It is keeping him from making the next step because he's being reminded of his past. Allow him to. Will relationship happen between the two of you? Yes. Not right this second. I do feel like it's going to take time. But the thing about it is that when it comes down to making that happen, he definitely has to push people from his past out. He cannot continue on this level of energy because it isn't doing him any good. It's keeping him in a standstill. It's basically he's freezing out right now and he doesn't know what to do. It's not that he doesn't have connection to you or want to communicate with you, but the past is playing a game in the present again, and it is making him not feel comfortable to say what he needs to say. So that's what I got for you on that. I wish I could say that, yeah, everything's going to happen here soon, but it is going to take more time. And let him know that you're open to hear and be there for him. And, that you know what it's like to have people from your past trying to be in your present, and that you sometimes you just got to say no. You got to stand up for yourself. Let him know. Give him reassurance. Give him reassurance without him realizing you know. All right. Good stuff, guys. We've got good stuff going on. Guys, make sure you guys are checking out all of our shows. We've got so many shows. Right now it's 4 nights a week, but we will be back to 5 nights a week, so get ready for that. Because I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Just know that the past is haunting him. There is still a chance for the relationship between the two of you, okay? All right, so we've got so many great shows. We've got so many great YouTube specific only stuff that you guys are going to be able to check out. But I've got some really cool news as we start in January. My Psychic Connection is going to be a part of SSN TV, and we will be on the SS TV app. So you guys will be able to check that out coming soon. You'll be able to catch all of our shows. You'll be able to download us right to your television and watch away. And SSN TV has got so many other cool things. Some of your favorite comedians will be on there. News shows, news clips, all kinds of great stuff. So guys, get ready to check that out. We'll be giving you guys more information about that. It is one of our sister stations, and is now getting its own app for the television for you guys to watch. So we're really excited about it, and we're going to be on your big screen. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We've got Hannah. She says, what do you see happening for me with job/career? I feel like you're in a It's very stagnant. There's not a lot going on. I feel as though putting a little bit more effort out there to change how you are wanting to move forward. What is it that you want to do right now? This is the greatest time if you're looking for change for your career, change in your finances, to do things like that. Because I feel like a lot of the same things keep happening over and over. So there's no major change to really talk about unless you decide that you want to go in the direction that will take you somewhere else. It's time for you. She says, I got laid off last Monday. And that's where I'm feeling like there's nothing happening currently. So I feel as though that you need to allow yourself to start looking for new opportunities, because the old ones they're not going to resurface for you, and not for a long time. She goes, and I don't know if I need to sit back and wait on this job to open back up for start over somewhere new. Start over somewhere new. Because this job doesn't look like I have an interview. Good. Start. Move yourself forward, because I feel like you're stagnant right now. Like nothing's happening. So if you're able to do that, that's perfect. That's perfect for you. But I'm going to tell you right now, when you go in the direction of looking for a job, right now, what I want you to do is look at the things that you want to do. Something that's going to be a career, not a job for you. Allow yourself to find that next step that's going to open up something that's going to make you happy. But the thing is that I do know that you're going to open up that door. I do know that you're going to make things happen for yourself. It'll be November before you find what you're looking for. I wish I could say it was this month. But it does feel stagnant right now. But this is the perfect time. And this goes for everybody. This is the perfect time if you're looking for a new job, if you're wanting to do something creative. That's, opening things up for yourself, doing what you need to do, to build your own business, to find the career that you're looking for. This is definitely going to be better for you. This is that time to do it. Hannah says, thank you always. You are so welcome. I appreciate that. And Hannah, don't worry. November sounds like it's far, far away. We're on the 3rd week of October. It's not that far away. We're not that far away. It sounds worse than it was. Trust me. All right. Hannah, thank you so much, guys. Do appreciate everybody sending those hearts, those emojis. Make sure you guys keep up with that, because we have an emoji contest coming up in just a few. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? All right, we got a 3-minute reading. Whoop, whoop. We got Audrey. It says, can you see if I would have any financial compensation for any money that has been stolen from me, or any money that should have been mine but wasn't given? When it comes to that situation, that kind of opens the door for a few avenues. And unfortunately, when it comes down to the compensation, unless you are taking the legal route on things, unfortunately, I do not see anybody just openly handing it out or being honest with you. As a lot of people try to hide from you, and you get wind of it, and they know that you're going to confront them, but they would rather dodge you or hide from it or say that's not true than to be openly willing to say, hey, this is owed to you. She goes, yeah, that makes sense. There is an avenue of money that will be coming your way. It is going to take a little bit of time, but I do feel like that door does open for you. I know you could use it now, and I wish I could say that this abundance of money will start helping you guys out, but we're looking at going into December when I start to see that happening, even possibly January. So I don't think that money's going to be overly tight, but it is going to be a little bit more snug than you like. I know that you like to have a little bit more in your pocket, feel a little bit more comfortable, but as we get into the end of December going into January, that's when I see, that door is open. You're going to be able to take care of your family and to make sure that you have money in your pocket. So do feel as though that you are in a place where that can happen, and a struggle, and you put your time and energy into a company that you don't feel that you were respected, and we both know that you weren't respected at this time. And I do feel like other opportunities, other avenues do open for you, but don't put yourself down, because I feel like that's what you want to do. She put yes. She says, I quit that job. Good. That job was not healthy for you, and you were being taken advantage of in the first place. So it's best that you no longer have that in your life, actually causing even deeper problems. I know that financial they can weigh heavy, they can make things a little bit harder for you, but I'm saying being there worse. It wasn't enough money. Money wasn't always given to you. And she put, yep. Yeah. That was a lot to handle and a lot to deal with. And especially, family can always screw you over. You ever hear of the first people to screw you over because they think they can, because you're family? Yeah. You should do it because you're family. Well, you should pay me because I'm your family. It happens. I've seen it. I've talked to many families like that. And she put, yes, laugh out loud. Exactly. I hate that for you, but at the same time, a cloud like that one will dissipate so the sun can shine. You can see what's really going on, and you'll be able to move forward. And she put exactly. All right. Audrey, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And guys, don't forget that tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, Journey Ryan Live. And then at 6 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be here with Destiny K, Divine Love and Light. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be here with Energy, the Metaphysical Crown. And then Into the Dreams with Journey and Kay. Another show where the two of us have time talking about the dreams. And guys, that is an amazing show. We talk about dreams and how you can understand them. And I'm going to stop what I'm about to say right now to say this just the way it's coming out. We get to every single question as they come through. Rude questions will be ignored. We will get to every reading as fast, but I do not put up with rudeness or ignorance. And Audrey says, thank you, are welcome. All right, so just so everybody knows, if you don't want to get skipped, don't be rude. I'm here to help, and I'm here to be here, but you treat me like a person, as I treat you like a person. All right, let's keep it going. Let's go ahead and take the next question. Who do we got? All right. I am going to call you T, because I don't want to mispronounce your name. So it's good evening. My question is about my finances. Will they get better? All right, T. When I'm looking at that I'm seeing going forward with you, I do feel like your finances will get better. But it is going to take some time before you recover the finances that are going on. So yes, as we go into November, I do feel like we're mid-November when the finances start to gain a little bit. But because there's been so much catching up to do, it is going to take you a while to catch up. And I'm going to say that you're looking at probably around February, March timeframe, and your energies and your finances are able to catch up with each other. So things that you've needed to catch up on, you'll be able to do that by that amount of time. So we're looking at like 5 months for you to catch up. But yes, your finances do get better. I want you to know that you've got the capability, and I need you to stay on top of things, because there's a part of you that feels like I want to give up because it doesn't really feel like things are working out for me. And don't give up. Right where you need to be. Things are changing for you for a reason. So you need to be able to allow yourself to move in the direction that you need to. And I want you to continue to keep doing what's right for you. I know it's hard right now. Keep being in that search. I do know that new opportunities will come to you, which is a new job that I felt that would come your direction. That's going to open doors for a stronger financial security for you. And I want you to take a look at that. Don't just shrug it off because, oh, well, I've got a job. No, don't do that to yourself. Allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to go in that direction, because I really feel like if you do that for yourself, you're going to create better opportunities. So don't overlook anything. Don't thing up. Definitely take a look when it's been brought to your attention, because I do feel like get better in November, but it's going to take a couple months to get things where you want them. Okay? All right. Thank you so much, T, for your question. I do appreciate it. We're going to keep it going, guys. We're having so much fun here. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? Oh, Yuka. Hello, Ryan. Nice to see you. What's coming up for me spiritually, please? Okay, that is to me very general. So if you want to know something a little bit more in depth of that, we can. But I mean, spiritually, I feel like you've been shut off. Like you have not been listening to yourself. So I'm going to tell you that you need to start opening yourself up. I feel like you went through something, is what I'm seeing here. Emotionally, you went through a big drain and you haven't been open to yourself. So if you're wanting to open that door, I'm going to say, let's get back to meditation. Let's get back to putting our hands in the dirt. Let's balance ourselves out, because you feel more shut down to your spiritual side. And that's why I said this was a little bit more on the general side, because it didn't explain anything and it didn't say what was going on directly about you. But I can see what's blocking me, no idea. It's showing me here everything emotionally going on. So it's not like you're going through things, you're talking about things, you're allowing yourself to not listen to yourself. So you're paying more attention what's going on in the outside world rather than listening or paying attention to the signs that are coming in. So something originally emotionally blocked you. So I don't know if that was maybe an argument with a friend, or finances got stressful, you've been super busy and you just haven't had time to think, but you're not giving yourself that moment. And you need to allow yourself to have that moment, because that's what's blocking you. So I feel that disconnect from the block is it's an emotional block, and you need to allow yourself some free time. Give yourself a pedicure, take yourself out into nature, allow yourself to walk by the water, plant something in the garden, do whatever you can to reconnect with nature to help balance things out, or do a salt scrub, do a salt bath, go to the sauna, sweat it out, do something for you. But you need to give yourself a chance to relax and to let some things go, because all that emotional energy is what's blocking your spiritual path, because you're not getting your messages. And that's what I was seeing. This is a good question, but there's a part, the reason you asked about that is because you noticed a change. So what part of this did the change for you? Because I know that you've noticed the change and things have been a little bit different, or even possibly off. And damn it, that was a good rebuttal to that question, and I needed to know the answer. And the damn bell got me. But Yuka, I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen you in a really long time, but your emotions are getting the best of you. Honey, your best thing you can do is ground yourself. She goes, it's because my empathetic side and other people's energies. Yeah, we just went through that moon where we were going, ah! So you definitely shut down during that moment. There's the block. There's the block. So reconnect, balance. She says, thank you, Ryan. You are so welcome, sweetheart. All right. And T says, thank you so much. You are so welcome. It takes a little bit of time, but girl, you're going to get caught up and you're going to be happy with all the things that are coming your way. So get ready. And she says, excited to see you. I'm back, girl. I'm just at a different time. I know people aren't used to seeing me at midnight, but here I am. All right. Oh, we got an emoji winner. Hit on T. All right. I've got my Sacred Forest deck here for you. So this will be the only time that I do a general without having to ask a question or do anything. We're just going to get the message that this amazing forest has for us to find out what's going on for you, Hannah. Let's see what other things that we have in store for you here. All right, let's go ahead and start. All right, it's saying the flow. Going with the flow of things. Stop going against the current. You've been recently going against the current for quite some time. So if you continue to keep fighting it, you're not going to find the balance in which you are needing. So go with the flow of things. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's the right direction, but you need to go through certain things. She put so excited. You need to go through certain things. You have to have certain experiences in order to grow, receive growth, or understand something that's about to happen to you. So that way you understand what that can do to you, or that you've learned a lesson from somebody else's, misfortune. Sometimes we do that. Even people here that come to these readings see somebody else in a reading and they go, you know what, that applies to me too. That's why I see it happen all the time. People are like, you know what you just said to them means something to me as well. And so just make sure you're keeping your eyes peeled. Don't go against the current. Go with the flow of things. All right, now's not the time to go against the current. By doing this, you're going to allow yourself the chance for healing. Allow yourself that chance. I was just talking about that just a minute ago about healing, allowing yourself with Yuka. It was like, allow yourself that chance to heal. Allow yourself to pay attention. Allow yourself to feel good about what you're feeling and what you're seeing, and that you're respecting yourself. Because not having that respect for yourself, you're going to find yourself in a place that is going to take you to the dark side. You're not trying to go to the dark side. You're trying to do things that are right for you and to move yourself forward. So keep things moving by going with the flow of things. Respect yourself. Give yourself some healing time. That's grounding, that's meditation, that's yoga. Even eating right helps. Letting go. So going with the flow of things, giving yourself the chance to heal, take that toxicity out of your life and let it go. This right here is telling you to let it go, showing you your healing process. You can't really see that unless I hold it like mega close. And then, going with the flow of things here. But the thing about it is that don't fight the current. Give yourself the respect that you deserve, heal, and then what you can't control or what you can't change, let it go. Because there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. It's going to weigh heavily over your head, and it's just it's not what you're looking for. So you have the chance and the ability to grow, heal, and love and get past it all, but you got to be willing to make the steps in order to make that happen. Because if you don't, you're going to continue to find yourself in the same circles and the same cycle over and over and over again until you'll stop fighting that current. You stop allowing yourself, you stop mistreating yourself, and you allow yourself to move in a positive direction for yourself by letting go of things that you can't change, because you don't need that. You don't need that toxicity. Okay? All right. Hannah, thank you so much for all those beautiful emojis, and congratulations on winning our emoji contest tonight. We do appreciate it. All right, guys, let's keep this party going. She goes, that really hit me. I needed that, and thank you. You are so welcome. All right, I know I'm reading it before it pops on the screen, guys. It happens to me. I forget. The brain shouldn't do that. Let the thing and the happen, and but it's fun. Keeps you on your toes. All right, let's keep it going. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? All right, we got Aaron. Is the person I love going to be with me? Aaron, the person you love is surrounded by some serious drama. And this is the toxicity of the friends that they keep, which is affecting your connection with the person you love. When you can get the person you love by themselves, you're getting a totally different person. But when they're around the people they know, or been around the people they know, they act out. Can you be with them? Yes. Are you going to have a serious conversation about how that direction of how you're being treated? You need to bring up how you're being treated. And I know you feel that's dangerous, because if you do that, then they get angry with you. But they also need to see how they're treating you. And you're not being treated that great. It was the very first thing that I saw. It was like, whoa, there's a love for you, but then there's the love for their friends or the people they hang out with, which changes their personality for them. But when you're alone, you can get the person you love. When they're around other people or have been around other people, they become someone you don't know. And I really, really don't want that for you. I want you to be able to speak up and communicate how this has been making you feel. It's time to speak out, because you don't want to continue to allow this bad behavior when you don't deserve it. That's like you're getting punched because someone else is acting like an asshole. Well, why would you get punched if someone else made them pissed off? That's not your problem. That energy should not be taken out on you. I hate when people do that and they make others feel like they have to be a certain way. But at the same time, why does that person feel that they need to be that way? It happens quite often. And I just wish people could be themselves. But I really want you to speak up. I really want you to speak up, because the way you're being treated is unfairly. Okay? Sometimes ripping the Band-Aid off is better than doing it one hair at a time. And it hurts longer. And it takes forever. I know I have hairy legs, so if I put a Band-Aid on my leg, it's like, ow, 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 ow. No thanks. Yank. Okay, I'm bald there now. Perfect. I would rather yank it off and no. All right. Thank you so much for your question. I wish I could say it was something a little bit different, but if you have that conversation, things can get better. All right, guys, let's keep it rocking. We got just a little bit of time. Who do we got next? We've got Haley. She says, will I ever be in another relationship? Of course. You're being in another relationship is still not letting go of the past relationship. And then finding people that you already currently know. Time for you to go outside your circle. It's time for you to change things up a little bit. It's time to meet new people. And the person you meet is not far away, but they're not exactly close. I would say at least an hour's distance away from you. I want to say November is when I see the door opening for a connection. So I need you to be a little bit more social and allowing yourself to be able to move forward with that. But you have to let this past go. The past holding you back, the things that are going on right now, don't allow that to continue. Allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to be in energies of new people, people that you don't know. Allow yourself growth, because the current group of people, the circle of people that you've been around, nobody that you know currently is the person that's supposed to be in your life in a romantic sense. They can be your friends, they can be acquaintances, they can be everything but a relationship with you. The person you're looking for is outside your circle and at least an hour away distance. If you can allow yourself to open that door, you will meet that person, but you've got to start taking that initiative to find someone outside of the current circle. This is someone you've already met before, you tried to date somebody, or there was a hit and miss. It's a hit and miss for a reason. Allow yourself to see other people. Allow yourself to go somewhere different. Let's say you want to go dancing. Go to a place that's a little further out. If you want to go to a different restaurant, go somewhere a little further out. Allow yourself to expand, because the one that you're currently in isn't what you're looking for. Okay? All right. Sometimes it's good stuff, but sometimes it's bad. But that was like not bad, but it did show that there was a little bit more work and effort to be put into that situation. And a lot of these things are made by our choices. So we can either make these things happen quicker or we can slow them down ourselves. Doesn't mean that you won't find love. And she put, thank you. You are so welcome. You hang in there, Haley, and keep me updated. Keep me updated. I want to hear all about this new love. It's not far away, but definitely open up the borders to yourself. Allow yourself to explore. It's okay to be the explorer. Go out and have some fun. That's a lot of things that I don't see you doing, is having a lot of fun, going away, doing something. And we do that to ourselves. We get used. We're creatures of habit. So we end up finding ourselves in the same things over and over and over again. So in this case, Haley's got herself a door. She needs to walk through it and start exploring new restaurants, new places to dance, new places to do different things. Just a little further out. All right. Well, guys, we are down to the last question of the show. Holy cow, did that fly by? Let's go ahead and take our last question. Who do we got? We got Diane. Hi, will Jay and I be in a relationship? Thing is that there is a relationship built between the two of you. It's about you guys working on that relationship. So as for your relationship to become more serious, I do feel like there's already love between the two of you. I know that because every time he becomes more emotional, I feel like he becomes more pulled back. I don't feel like he's allowing himself to express how he truly feels in the same, because he feels vulnerable and he feels nervous and he feels scared. And there's no reason why he should feel that way. You've made him comfortable in the past. Why wouldn't you continue to keep making him comfortable? It's not you. It's him. It's his own anxieties. He is his own worst enemy. Will you guys be in a relationship together? Absolutely. Is it already built? It's there. It's just not being talked about. So yes, I do feel like you guys will have the chance for a relationship. I do feel like you guys are going to be able to open that door. Unfortunately, we're waiting for him to get past his own anxieties, his own fears, and the things that are going on inside of him that aren't happening on the outside world, that are happening in What If Land. And What If Land's a toxic place. It's super toxic. It sounds cute as hell. It is a dumpster fire. It is a dumpster fire. What If Land sucks. So once he gets out of What If Land, what if this happens, what if that happens, once he gets past that, I see you guys build a relationship. I don't feel like we're too far from it. I mean, I see you guys spending time together coming soon, and October's looking good by the end, so we're not that far from it. It's just he's got to get past his vulnerabilities. And that's the thing that I see that needs to happen now. And I feel like we're getting a little... And that's why that energy is a little bit more pulled back. All right. Thank you so much for your question. I appreciate it. Guys, that is it. That is the end of our show. Guys, don't forget to check out Journey Ryan Live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Check out that show. We're going to have a blast. We'll also be here with Destiny K, Divine Love and Light at 6 p.m. Eastern, followed by Energy, the Metaphysical Crone at 10 p.m. And then The Shadows of Dreams with Journey and Kay at midnight. Guys, make sure you're tuning in and checking out all of those. And I do appreciate everyone being here. I want to tell everybody thank you guys so much. And I appreciate you. And I will catch you guys all again tomorrow. Until then, have a great night, everybody.